Okay, welcome back to the Average Bros Podcast, episode 6. We're going to talk about the major that just happened, the upcoming All Star weekend, and whatever else we decide to talk about. How's everyone's doing? How's your week?
It was good, man. It's good.
It's hot as hell here.
Where do you live?
New Jersey.
It
How
doesn't
hot
get
was
hot
it?
in New Jersey, I
New
thought.
Jersey.
It's like 92 degrees today.
Okay, that's pretty
Gross.
warm.
I mean, that's pretty hot. I mean,
It's warmer than it is here.
85
Hey.
is hot to me.
Hey,
But
that's hot.
That's smoking.
that's hot. I didn't know it got hot in New Jersey, honestly.
We get every season here.
Oh.
Hey, same.
We get them
Well-
all here too. It's just sometimes we get winter in the summer, and then
Yeah, our
spring will
seasons
happen
like
in the
to
winter.
go from.
They're reversed.
Yeah, we go all 4 seasons, but in the same week, usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be 80, and then 2 days later, it'll be 30 and snow.
You guys get hail though. We don't really get hail.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we get
I
hail.
didn't think about that. Yeah, we actually had hail pretty
hail,
bad.
yes.
It wasn't in town, but like less than 10 miles west of here, there was like cars with like busted up windshields and stuff from hail.
Luckily, you guys got all that. We didn't get any of it over here.
That happened here too, down in like Norman. Like, dude, there was like baseball sized hail like smashing out windows and
Dude, how
stuff.
crazy
I was
is
like,
that?
holy
That like the weather can just be like, hey, let's just destroy this place.
Honestly, I kind of
ridiculous.
wish hail would hit my car so I can get a free check. Personally.
Fair enough. That's pretty funny. I guess we have a lot to talk about, especially with the major. So let's just jump right into it. Atlanta
Okay.
Faze just won the third major, so they've won. They won major 1. They won major
Two now.
3.
Yep.
Uh,
And they got second in the
Yeah.
second one. So
I was looking at
Oh,
the
the last-
points, and they have a 100-point lead over, I believe it's Subliners or Toronto. I can't remember.
I saw a stat that
whoever's
was
second.
out of the last like 12 tournaments. They've been in the top 3 10 times, and they've won 4 of them.
that's
They're
actually crazy.
ridiculous. They're very good. It's
they're
not
crazy.
a surprise, really. I mean,
And honestly, I don't see him slowing down either.
I don't think
Like
so.
I don't
Oh no.
like I
There's
can't
no
remember what
reason.
it was, but I remember I was watching the tournament and I was like, dude, there was a point in the tournament and where I was like, they're gonna win, even though I still had New York to win in the pick'ems. I was like, dude, they're gonna win.
Yeah.
They're smoking everybody.
Like I had high hopes for New York in the very beginning of that final, but a couple games in, I'm like, it's not looking so hot for them.
No, it was.
See, I need you guys to take this negativity and go somewhere else with it because
But that's the thing, though.
this is
bro. I wanted New York
brings
to
it
win.
down.
Honestly, I mean, we'll talk about it here in a minute, but
Maddie, we had them all to win in the pick'ems.
Right, but
yeah.
you just said you knew they were going to lose.
Yeah, but I couldn't go back.
I knew
and
they were
change
gonna.
my
I knew they were
pick'em.
gonna lose.
You couldn't change it, but you're still putting the bad juju out there.
Okay, on all
They
honesty, I
put
knew
the
they were
bad
gonna
juju
lose
out there by
whenever.
losing.
When they lost that control, that really close control game on checkpoint, wasn't it? Or checkmate? Sorry,
Let me see.
that's when. Yeah, I think it was checkmate. And then that's when I was like, yeah, it's chalk, dude. They're not going back. But I mean, it was a close like couple games in the beginning, and then after it was really just the controls where New York struggled.
Yeah.
I think they lost like both controls.
So
I think
they
they
lost
every control.
Garrison Control was game 3.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah,
it was 3-0 Phase. Like that looks like that's because they won the first hard point, and then it was a round
Mhm.
11 surge on checkmate.
Wasn't
Yeah.
that
Like
first hard
Garrison
point really
Control, it was
close too?
3-0.
Yeah, I think they lost every control against Atlanta.
We know the real reason why they lost anyway.
Was it avocados, Tim the Tap Man? Take your
Tim.
pick. Like, what was it?
Tim.
Shout
It
out
was all
Avocados.
Tim. There's like-
Shout out Tim.
I felt like you could put the blame anywhere at this point.
That's actually really funny.
That's what the
Uh,
entire internet did.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was really funny. Even Clayster was like, "What the fuck, man?"
The dude, that last Search and Destroy, I believe it was on Raid, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, Search
When
and
they
Destroy
lined
on
up?
Raid. Dude, I blinked and it was 4-0, and I was like,
yeah.
this is over.
They
That
talked about
was
it in the
what I
flank too, and they were talking about how they were like, "Dude, they're like winning these rounds at like lightning speed."
That's just
Like,
that's the way they play
It,
though.
it was so weird.
Do you guys remember the first game that they played this stage? It was Subliners versus Faze in the first homestand.
don't.
That was the first set with Hydra.
That was the first match with Hydra, and it went to a
Yeah.
Game 5, round 11, on
Oh yeah,
on
yeah.
on Raid Search and
Express.
Destroy, and like the
Oh, was it
first
Raid?
4 or 5 rounds were literally like that, where it was like the first 2 rounds, I think Faze just flew through them, and I was like, this is not looking good. And then it was like, oh hey, Subliners just did the exact same thing back to them. Like they were able to fly
Yeah.
just as fast, and I don't know, it just seemed like they just couldn't, like Subliners just couldn't get it going, and
Having Hydra definitely helps.
it does, man.
And what doesn't help is sitting all day, not playing a single match.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's
That's-
okay. So I was gonna bring that up too. What do you? I mean, how do you guys feel about the best of 9 and that winners? Like, if you're coming for winners, you have no advantage.
stupid.
There needs to be an advantage. Why would
Yeah.
you go?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You have no momentum built up, and you're just sitting there. You're kind of
Yeah.
rusted up a little bit from
And
just waiting.
and winning in winners doesn't give you anything anymore. Like, there's no
Right. It's not double elimination anymore.
right. Like,
There's-
so it's just kind of like whatever.
I cannot believe there's not any kind of advantage. Even if it was just a 1 map advantage, that's big. It's not as big
Yeah.
in a best of 9 in my opinion, but it's still pretty big. I do
I agree.
think that it needs to be. They need to go back to the old format. I think of
I agree.
2 best of 5s. If you are in winners and you win the first best of 5, it's over.
Yes.
I think that's
I agree.
the best possible format.
Yep.
For, like,
I don't know why they tried to like
Change
they
it
try
up.
and even the beginning of CDL, same thing. They were trying, just stick to what works.
I think this morning on 2 Times the Grind, Snakebite said that someone had come out about it and said it made more sense to the average viewer. It was easier for the average viewer to understand a best of 9 rather than a bracket reset.
Anybody who's watching that knows
Yeah.
when you see every
And
other
it-
team losing twice, but for
Yeah.
some reason this team doesn't. How does that make sense?
And even if you don't understand it, it's not hard to understand.
No.
Like,
it's easy to pick up on. The casters do a
Yeah.
great job, the analysts do a great job
yeah.
of explaining everything. Like they explain it so that you understand it, so you don't have to worry about
Mhm.
people not understanding.
Yeah, I was just about to say the casters say it all the time. Like, they're always like, "We're going into a second best of 5," and or they remind you that if they get this win and they go to a second best of, like, they talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of their job. I mean,
Sounds like an excuse to me.
I agree. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, I don't know. Like, do you think that helped, or that not helped, actually hurt? But do you think that hurt the subliners? Do you think that they did come out flat because they didn't get to play? And like they played Saturday and they didn't play it all Sunday until
The final.
6:30 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think they came out flat. I think it just would have been, there's no, like Darren said, no momentum. I feel like you barely had any time to even like get into the groove of things, and then it's over.
Yeah, because the ones on the Elam bracket just went on an absolute bender, won every single matchup they did,
Yeah.
and they're hot. They're right now. They just won everything. They're coming straight into it from a hot win. Meanwhile, the subliners are sitting there watching all these games, just sitting there twiddling their thumbs.
And that's
for,
the thing,
what,
too,
3,
like,
4 hours.
I honestly thought New York still had it though, because they won the first 2 games, right?
Yeah, that's
They
why I
won
don't
the-
think they
won
came
the
out
first one
flat.
for
I just
sure.
don't think it was ready.
And
Yeah.
even like I said, even that control and checkmate was like, dude, it was like nail and neck or whatever, neck and neck. It was
Yeah,
like
they
really,
came out and
really
they won
close.
game 1,
Like,
and
I don't know if it was
round
so
11
much-
game 2.
I don't know if it's so much come out flat as FaZe just figured out what they needed to do and did it,
Yeah.
and got like under their skin basically.
they flipped it.
Yeah,
They flipped the switch on them.
they
Bro.
were able to basically just read everything that was going to happen and be better.
Fucking Arcides, man.
Bro.
Dude, he's good. He's
He's
so
ridiculous.
good.
Dude, he was
He's so good.
nuts.
Yeah, he's
The whole
you
time I was
guys-
just like, I'm like, God damn you. It's just so
I
good.
hate you for being so good.
This was in the winners final, but the winners final between the Subliners and FaZe. But
Mhm.
that round 11, game 5 against Simp, the 1v1 Hydra and Simp.
Yeah, on Express.
I mean,
Yeah.
that just like,
That's Call of Duty, man. That's
dude,
good
I
Call of
was
Duty.
so hyped just watching that. Just like, I don't know, it was so crazy. Simp goes for the plant. Hydra knows he's on the bomb, but he doesn't push him because he knows
Yeah.
that he has to plant it.
Yeah,
Yep.
Simp originally was going for the kill and then couldn't
Yeah.
find him.
And then
Clay,
by then it was
Clay
too
said
late.
something in an interview about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clay said he told him that he's not
gonna
gonna plant it.
Yeah,
so
that's
don't.
awesome. I love that.
And because like they have the X-ray on at all times,
Mhm.
you could see Hydra with like 4 seconds left just scamper away down the train tracks, and Simp just has to like run and like can't find him. I don't know. I just that
Yeah,
that to me
Clay
was
said
so awesome.
he's like Clay said that he knew what Simp was gonna do from playing with him. So
Yeah, he said
told
like
him what to
Simp. He
do.
said Simp never plants like in that situation.
Mhm.
He'll always try and go for the gunfight, which
that's
is
so
it's
smart
funny.
too. Like
Yeah.
that's Clayster like being so good at what he does. I actually love that.
That feels like a movie or something.
You've
like
been in the
Mighty
game for
Ducks.
enough years,
know.
you learn how to play situations like that.
It was sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, like Faze, they just when they're on, they're dominant. It's very hard to beat them. Like I said, the 4-0 and the S&D before you can even blink. Like,
And
that
you
to
know
me is
it's gonna
crazy.
keep happening too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like you know that they're not done.
Oh no.
One
It's
thing
not
I
like that
thought was
talent just disappears.
yeah, no, they're good, and it's not like none of it's been a fluke. They are really just all that good. One thing I thought was really interesting, the top 4 teams, so that being FaZe, Toronto, Subliners, and OpTic, every matchup this tournament between them was a 3-2, except for the grand finals. Every matchup went to game 5.
Hey man, imagine if that was on LAN.
I know. That's so
Dude, if it
crazy.
was on LAN, that sucks. Thank God
Game
though.
5, but we'd be there to watch.
Thank God the 4th major is on LAN
I
because
know.
it's gonna be dope. Even though there will be no spectators, but I would still hope that the players would still, react.
Yeah. Yeah, every single matchup. So Ultra and FaZe played round 2. That was a 3-2. Round 3 was a 3-2 between Subliners and FaZe. Chicago and Toronto was a 3-2. Atlanta and Toronto again was a 3-2. It's just that's how close the top 4 is. I mean,
Props to OpTic too, because
Oh
I didn't
my
even have
gosh.
them in the top 4.
Yeah,
I had them beating LAG, which they did. I had them losing to Empire. Which
Was it like
speaking of
Elim
Empire,
round 2 that they were, or like right before Elim 2, they were playing like just terrible, and then all of a sudden they just flipped a switch and were just shredding everyone.
So
Yeah,
I
they did a
think
complete 180.
I think they lost map 1 against LAG, and I was like, oh, here we go. And then they won the next 3, and every map was very, very close in that series. And that was on Friday. And then Saturday morning they woke up, Dashy ate his Wheaties, Scump figured something out. Like everyone
And it
was
wasn't
just
just
cracked.
one. Like Dashy was first, and then the next game it was someone else, and like each of them went off in a different game. It was
They
all
won
contributed.
10 maps in a row between Friday and Sunday. And it was close against the Gorillas on Friday. But Saturday was like that's peak OpTic. Like that's when OpTic's playing good. That's what they look like, and they did not come close to losing to either Dallas or Florida.
If they could have
It
kept
blows
that
my
up, they would've
mind
been
how
champion team.
it just blows my mind how often they could do it. Like
They
I
just
had,
need to
I
find
mean,
the consistency.
well, what was it? I said in our group chat, I was like, yeah, they're gonna make a change. They gotta make a change. And then Bash was like, nah, not necessarily. And I was like, you're fucking crazy, bro.
I know.
No, yeah, I said
Holy
last
shit.
week.
Yeah, we were all saying
change,
they're
not
going to have a roster
OpTic.
change or something.
But sure enough, though, man. I mean, like I know, I'm sure top 4 isn't what they wanted, but compared to how they've been playing, though,
Dude, you could
that's
just
pretty
tell
good.
like the OpTic podcast came out today, and they had
I was
Seth
watching
and
some of it.
Formal on it, and they were talking about it. They were like, yeah, I mean, we just weren't confident. We'd troll in practice and then go into a match and lose more confidence.
Yeah.
And they said like beating LAG like gave them confidence, and then they just woke up Saturday and just rolled. And so now they're as confident as they can be, especially knowing that they took Toronto to a round 11.
Game 5.
I mean,
Yeah.
like they, that's what's so crazy about that, about all those teams winning game 5s. Like every series went as long as it could, except the grand finals. But that's because FaZe is on a different level. But
Yeah.
That makes for good Call of Duty, though.
it does. It makes for really good Call of Duty. and it means any of those teams can win. Like I'm confident any of those teams can win a tournament.
They just have to figure out how to play with each other in the best possible way, I guess.
They just have to get like a little bit better, like a little bit more confident, in order to.
I go
take
back
out
and watch
Faze.
all of those VODs, dude. I
Oh
would
my
study those
gosh.
VODs like crazy.
Yeah.
It's like there was plays happening that I just didn't see before. I'm trying to remember what map it was, but it might have even been Moscow, where give me 1 second. Sorry, this is awkward.
Homie's got phone calls.
Dallas-
Let's talk about other stuff.
Dallas was the fall from grace.
Dude, yeah, who were they? World
they
champions?
They need the roster change.
Oh,
Former
yeah.
world champions, but
The guy
like, I
Ben-
wouldn't say-
The guy Ben on the flank said that Crimsix's numbers have dipped since the change.
I mean, I believe it though. Imagine having like Shotzi, Illy, and Hook running around for you. Hell, even go back to Modern Warfare, having like Shotzi, Illy, Hook, Clay, and like, I mean, yeah, you have those 4 players, then yeah, your stats are probably gonna look pretty good for the most
But
part.
the thing is, do you get rid of Crim for another vet? Or do you just go all, young
But that's
guns?
the thing. Do you even
I
need
go
a
with the
vet?
Thieves did.
Like,
and
do you
find all
grab a
youngins.
vet?
I mean, I feel like you want someone, maybe not a veteran like Crim or Clay or Scump,
Mhm.
but someone
But
who's
someone
been
who's
around.
got some years under their belt.
Yeah.
The only reason I would ever grab a vet is simply for like content purposes. Like
Yeah.
unless the vet's really good, don't get me wrong. And I'm not saying Crim is bad. But I
He's
don't
in
know.
a slump.
Hasser just seems all about winning championships, and he talks about how he wants to, if you don't like, he talks about almost as if like a good org is only the orgs that win championships.
Well, that all
Um,
depends how you measure good.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But, they definitely need a roster change, 100%.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Shotzi should go to OpTic.
Welcome back to the Average Growth Podcast, Bash.
Or he should, or he should go to New York. Either one.
Did you guys keep talking?
We're talking about
waited in
Dallas.
silence until you got here.
Yeah, we were talking about Dallas and how
How they're just.
If Shotzi went to New York, though, who are you going to switch him out with?
Awesome.
But I feel like that's. I mean,
No,
granted,
you-
I think Shotzi's better, but you don't need to replace ASIM because he's.
I know, but I just want
Nasty.
Shotzi on the team because
Shotzi
Shotzi, Clay, and
Clay.
Hydra. Shotzi, Clay,
Oh,
and
it'd be
Hydra.
disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Have you guys seen the push to get Doug on Surge?
Yeah, but he tweeted something. He said it's happening.
I don't know, dude.
Don't know
I can't
what's
believe-
happening.
What they
handle.
grabbed Decimate for what, a week?
He left.
Yeah, and then he left.
Oh,
He said, "I don't
Yeah.
want to do this anymore." And they
Yeah,
he's like,
apparently
"Yeah,
they
I'm just
tried
not
to pick
good."
up somebody from Easter, who's
Mhm.
like the top AM team, and they said, "No, we'll make more money doing this than we will playing for you guys."
wow.
Bro,
Damn!
That's a slap
awful.
in the face.
That's
Like,
awful.
we'll just swap you positions. Like you
Yeah.
guys can have the challenger spot, and we'll take
But
the
dude,
league spot.
that's like part of the problem with only having 8 teams at challengers.
Yeah,
You have 12 teams. In
I
the
haven't
league.
even.
At this point, I mean, like, yeah, you can make a run, but like, we kind of know who the top 8 is. I feel.
I
There's
think
not
that they
much
should
to
add
pick
like
from.
2 more teams, like 2 more cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
I mean,
City.
they'll probably do it eventually. They did that with Overwatch. They expanded.
I would be surprised if there's not expansion after this year. I would expect to see at least 2, probably 4 more teams. That's
If-
just
I
my
was say
guess.
not even like a
Companies
I see
and
it.
organizations are willing to get into Overwatch, they'll definitely get into Call of Duty because it's doing much better.
And
than
because
Overwatch
there's
League.
always a Call of Duty, like Overwatch. Overwatch, there was a game, like one single game, and like yeah, Counter-Strike does it, League of Legends does it, but it's very hard to get one game that is just a consistent esport. I mean,
Yeah.
And
Call of Duty's
and
got
what was it?
several
Jeff
different-
Kaplan left, didn't he?
Yeah, but he didn't. He was on the game side, not like the esports side.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Call of Duty's
But
got
Overwatch, they just killed the meta, and it just became boring to watch, and
Yeah.
even boring to play.
well, it's like Bash said, it's just one game. It's the same thing over and over again. Well, Call of Duty's got all of these different maps in a rotation, and then you have Warzone tourneys going on too all the
Well,
time.
Overwatch has different game. There's different.
I've
game
never
types.
watched
Not
it
as
too
ma-
much.
there's
I
not as
can't,
many.
I
but-
can't make an educated opinion on that.
In all honesty, too, like, and this is gonna sound bad. I don't even think like Call of Duty's numbers are that good. Like,
I mean, it's not great, but
what do they get? Like 30 to 50,000 on an average? Which I say that's not a
Viewers?
lot, but yeah,
Oh, I bet you it's closer to 70 to 100.
is it?
I think
I
it
had to
depends who's
guess.
playing. I think if like OpTic's playing,
If
you're gonna
OpTic's
get.
playing, they easily
yeah.
have over 100.
I mean, yeah. Like, I'm curious if there is a statistic somewhere for that
Combo
on
look.
Twitter.
And we don't know if the numbers, like if you go to Call of Duty's YouTube channel, do those numbers reflect if the player's embedded anywhere else? You know.
Yeah. I just remember looking at it one day and I was like, dude, this is it.
But yeah, I definitely think if teams are willing to invest in Overwatch, they would. Maybe not. You won't get like the Asian
So-
countries, but
Yeah. So I'm looking at this. Someone tweeted this, and this was 2 days ago, and it said COD at 130K viewers. I'm assuming for the finals. And then RLCS had 120K, and Gears actually had 34,000 for their major.
That's not bad for Gears.
I'm really surprised because I remember like a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, people were trashing Gears because they only had like 4K viewers or something.
I
Never
saw
watched
I don't even know
tweets
what's-
about Gears.
I don't know-
but
I don't know
really
what's going
there was
on.
anything going on.
Yeah, there was a major over the weekend.
Yes, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of our major recap. Did anything else surprise you from the major?
How
Besides
really.
OpTic.
performed.
Yeah, they're just. I mean, I don't know. They're just kind of fizzling out, man. Honestly,
Wait, who's this?
Rocker.
Oh yeah,
They did make a
It's
roster
weird.
change though. They
Yeah, that's
benched
what you were saying.
was it accuracy?
Yeah, Lamar.
They benched accuracy and brought Maniac back in.
Yeah, Major Maniac. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. I think that's kind of the only move they can make. You're not going to bench Standy or Attach, obviously.
No, Standy's your powerhouse right now, and Attach has just been on a freaking killing spree.
But it is so okay. So was accuracy their AR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was more of like the stay back AR. But
yeah, he did not do well.
I don't think he really filled that position as well as Maniac can.
I was about to say Major Maniac played incredible, like on when he was on Genji and when he was on Faze in Modern Warfare.
I would say he played
Yeah.
good on Minnesota. Like,
Just
Yeah.
the role they had him in wasn't the
points.
right role for him
They just
because
like
I
want
think
the
they had him
play.
as the aggressive AR,
Hmm.
but now they're needing the more like not stationary, but like the more patient AR.
Who?
And-
Okay, wait. Who's all on that team? Attach, Standy, Major Maniac, and who's the fourth?
Priesta.
Yeah, Priest.
Oh, Priesta. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude,
I
Priest
drew a
is
blank for a second. I don't know why.
Priesta's really good.
Yeah, when he's good, he's good.
He's
Um,
consistent though. Like even when he's not playing that great, he's still like performing well enough to be.
Was
No,
there any
yeah,
other big
for sure.
changes?
Oh, what about Surge with their? Because I mean, with Octane and apparently, like I don't know. Did you guys see the tweet that I think it was Octane? Hold on. He said, "Where is it?" Sorry, I'm trying to find it. He said
Very good.
myself, Prestini, and Gunless looking for one for the next event. I don't know.
Oh yeah, so that's because
Is that-
Decimate left, and they tried picking up them other guys, and they all said no.
Oh, okay. I was seeing it as if they dropped all three of them.
No. So yeah, that was kind of just like a funny. He was just being funny, I feel.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah. Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
man, that's crazy
up.
that he just pieced out. Like
Yeah.
Decimate did.
Yeah.
Like that quick too. It was like 2 days, wasn't it?
He must have just hated it.
Yeah. It had to have been that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy to me, but it does make sense if he can make more money playing challengers, winning those tournaments, than he can getting last place in the league. I mean,
Yeah. Which,
yeah, you get 50K minimum salary.
Yeah, what's
but,
the payout for that? Yeah, 50K.
but if
But
you're
if you're
not
winning
any
all the
matches, you're not
challenger
winning any
events,
money.
yeah.
Yeah.
So literally, you're getting 50K for the year.
'Cause it's not like you're paid hourly at that point. You're paid to perform.
and I don't know how that works. I would assume it's like I would assume that they pay out probably throughout the season to get to like each person's salary. So I would assume that if you come in now, you're not going to get 50K. You're going to get 15 or 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're not going to get the full
Because you
amount.
don't have a full season to play still.
And if he goes back to challengers, he has the chance of getting picked up by a better team.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
I feel like that's the end goal anyway for those players.
Is just to get on a better team and
Yeah, just to show you, like, get some kind of like attention on you in the challengers, so you get picked up by a team that's not doing well in the league.
yeah. I think you probably hear my dog. I think that my girlfriend's home. Hershey's mama home. He's going.
Nope.
He
There you
said,
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So yeah, we had our pick'ems. Let me see if I can bring that up. Currently, David is leading by 1 point over Maddie, which is
I know.
crazy. We were in the group chat with each other all weekend, just trying to figure out who's winning and who's.
I only had one
Who's
shot to
ahead?
beat him, and that was if I landed the grand finals perfectly.
Uh,
Oh no, then we would have tied. It would have been a tie.
yeah,
no
because
matter
we
what.
we were talking about that, and yeah, we would have tied.
So yeah,
But
I'm
yeah, I'm
still in
currently
last.
winning in pick'ems.
I'm still in last out of the four of us, which is not surprising. But I did gain ground,
Yeah.
and I
Gained
was
ground on
third
me.
for the weekend. Because Darren did
Honestly,
not
I
have a
feel
good weekend.
I feel like you just need to have you need to do like a weird week where you're picking things where you're like, it's gonna be like upsets where we're all three of us are gonna pick the obvious, but you pick
Pick the
opposite.
opposite of what you're thinking.
Right. It might make you lose even worse,
Bro,
but
I'm not
it might
picking
also make you
Seattle
win.
to win the major. I'm sorry. That's funny.
You should believe in them more, man. They're gonna do it. Now watch, they're actually gonna do
Dude,
it now.
imagine they pick up Doug and then just go on a roll. I saw a Reddit thread about that, and that just like the idea of that just cracked me up.
Doug winning a major would be hilarious.
With
Doug-
a name like that, how can you
I would
not
actually love
just
that if
have
Doug
Doug
some
winning a
rage cred?
professional match
I know.
would
Yeah.
just be hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll keep linking the pick'ems. We actually have the All Star weekend coming up. The
Yes.
pick'ems for that are not the same. It's a different set of pick'ems. But you go through and you can pick a winner for each of the matches in the 1v1 gunfight. And you get double XP tokens for every match you pick correctly. So if you guys want to go through and do that before, I think you have to do
Okay.
it before Friday? No, before Saturday. Yeah.
Hydra versus Shotzi grand final.
That'd be sick.
So we actually have a list. So
Some
we
of
have
these I feel like were
players.
troll picks though.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. So here's the one player from each team was picked, and then 4 players were picked by a combination of casters and then the players themselves voting. So we have Dashing Envoy representing OpTic. Methods and Insight are representing Toronto, which is funny. Awakening is representing Florida. Octane is representing Seattle. Let's see here. Shotzi is representing Dallas. Apathy
Figures.
for LAG. Hydra for the subliners. I'm surprised Clay did not make it.
He did make it.
Wait, he did.
But he did make it, but he's going home.
Yeah.
Oh, so he just couldn't
So
compete. So they got
yeah,
Hydra
so he's
instead.
yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Paul X is London's representative, I believe. Scraps is Paris's representative. Kenny and Hook both made it for Thieves. Simpin and Beezy both made it for Atlanta. And
Oh my
then
God.
Standy is the representative from Minnesota. So
The Tri-Wizard tournament.
OpTic, Toronto, Faze, and Thieves all had 2 players.
Yeah.
And yeah, they'll play in a 1v1 gunfight tournament. They have a bracket out already.
Is that on the? That's not on the pick'ems.
No, it's on. You have to go to the Call of Duty League website to find that.
Okay.
But Dashy and Awakening play each other. Octane and Insight. Shotzi versus Methods. Hydra versus App. Simp versus Paul X. Envoy versus Kenny. Abizi versus Scraps. And Standy versus Hook.
Is it single or double?
I cannot. Let me see. I believe it's single elimination.
Lame.
I mean, and what's it go to? Like, what do you play to?
It's just a gunfight tournament, so I assume it's first to win 6 maps or
Okay.
6 rounds. But yeah, you can go on their deal on the Call of Duty League website. I can link it to you guys if you want me to.
Yeah.
But you just go through and you just pick. They have the bracket. You click who you want to win, and you just go through and pick your winner. But I mean, there could be some really good matchups. We could have some teammates matching up against each other.
I mean, I'm a fan of gunfights, so I'll watch it.
It's so funny that like Methods made it. Nothing against Methods. I mean, I think he'll do good in this, but it's just like, it's just funny. I mean, I can't lie, I voted for him, but
I think I voted for him too.
I think I did as well.
I like Zinni. He's great.
Yeah, gunfight 1v1s though definitely better than the Halo 1v1s.
We'll actually get into that in just a second. So they'll have the 2v2 gunfight stuff or the 1v1 gunfight stuff, and then I believe on Sunday they will have the caster drafted 4v4 matches. So the 4 of the casters are gonna draft their own teams out of these 16 players, and then I can't remember whose team plays who, but they'll have 2 all-star matches, which will be, I think that'll be pretty good to watch. You brought up the Halo 5 1v1. Renegade won it, and that is honestly all I know. I know Frosty and Sane both got knocked out first round.
Yeah, they both lost the first round, which was surprising, especially because they got sent down to losers by 2 amateur players that are both good. But
I'll say I feel like everybody that was in that was good, but
yeah, but Frosty and Saiyan are people, debate which one of them is the best in Halo 5.
That being said,
one thing I want to throw out there now that the 1v1 is done, is Renegade the best Halo 5 player right now?
Renegade.
Maybe right
now. Because he's proved himself in 4v4s. Him and Bound are unstoppable in 2v2s, and he won the 1v1.
Right now,
I mean, if he's dominating every single thing, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, though, like, not to, like, give an excuse, but, like, Frosty hasn't been playing Halo 5 nonstop since,
he streams it all the time.
He's played a lot recently, for sure. But, I mean, I feel like some of them guys definitely have just been playing it nonstop, waiting for this.
Oh, yeah, Renegade just plays Halo 5 and then a little bit of Apex. Yeah. But people kept saying, like, Frosty and Saiyan, which I agreed with, but
I think they're just going with the normal names, right?
Now that Renegade's, proven himself in pretty much every game type there is.
Right now, he probably is the best Halo 5 player, which is...
And what a crazy, like, where he was like, okay, so, like, the first team that I remember him being on was, like, Straight Ribbon, like, the one with Ace and
APG and
Hines. And Hines, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, and they made, like, a fun little run at Worlds, like, 2017. And then after that, that's when he got on, like, Splice, and that's the rest is history on that.
He's definitely good. He's, like, I feel like he's one of those really annoying players. Like, just watching him, you're just like, I'd be annoyed playing this guy. And not just because he'd destroy me, but...
He's just aggressive, man. And that's what Halo 5's all about, being aggressive and fast.
Oh, definitely. Did you guys see Maddie, I think you shared it to us in the group chat, is
the MV Invitational?
Yeah, the 2v2.
Yeah, MV's... They took down the tweet, because I think someone posted it too early.
Oh.
But... I grabbed it.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I was trying to get because Trippy retweeted it, and I tried to look at it. It was deleted.
Yeah. So Envy's hosting a $5,000 2v2 invitational tournament.
Damn,
and it's
some money. Huh?
So you have Trippy and Saiyan for Envy. For Sentinels, you have Snakebite and Frosty, Cloud9, Renegade, and Stellar. And then LVT Productions been hosting 2v2s every other week. So they had their own invitational tournament, and the winners of that, which was Boobadooboo and Septify, they're the 4th team in it. But they're also doing a $1,000 free for all.
I haven't gotten to watch much Halo just because I'm kind of over Halo 5 in general, to be completely honest, and I've never really cared for it. But I would watch this. Like I'll watch this.
Yeah, the 2v2s are there's Hershey. 2v2s are exciting to watch.
I actually think this will be really fun.
Much
to
better
watch.
than the 1v1.
I think it'll be Snakebite and Frosty or Renegade and
I think Renegade and Stellar are gonna take it.
Yeah.
But then I want to see the FFA.
Yeah, that'd
I
be
do
cool.
too, actually. That'll be fun to watch. I assume that they didn't post where you can watch it because they got deleted right away
It's gonna be on MV's Twitch.
on Envy's Twitch. Okay,
That's cool of them to do that though.
and I like how they got the other orgs involved in it.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how viewership will be because of like Envy really pushing it. That's cool.
Well, that's what I wanted to, because like Cloud9, they'll tweet things out here and
Right.
there. So
Mhm.
I don't really,
It'll
but the numbers really don't climb. So I wonder if they
Right.
actually like how much they're gonna put into promoting this.
But I'm really curious in regards to how like because this will be the first event where we've had this many orgs in a while. Like
Right.
so it'll
Actually,
be the
like
first
coming out and representing themselves.
Right. So it'll be interesting to see marketing and the tweets that'll come out if they even do it. Hopefully
And
they
I'm just
would.
excited that orgs are starting to sponsor their own events.
That's
Like
yes.
you always see these Warzone tournaments and Fortnite tournaments. So, they're doing their own Halo tournaments, which is cool.
Yeah, I agree. And hopefully they'll do more when Infinite comes around, and hopefully they'll announce Infinite
Yeah.
has like a working spectator mode and
Well,
all
that's the
this
thing.
stuff.
I feel like
and-
so much stuff was probably planned, and it all just got either
Yeah.
pushed back or canceled because of the delay
yeah, because of COVID.
and COVID. Yeah.
No, for sure. I'm trying to find this tweet.
Yeah, I tried to look for it. I couldn't find it, so I don't know what.
The Courage one.
Yeah.
I found it just now. It's from May 16th at 2:06 in the morning. Well, I guess that's my time, so that's what, midnight his time. He tweeted at Halo, "Hey, I'm up right now thinking of you. I believe. Save us." And then Halo responded, "We'll wake you when we need you."
Oh yeah, I
So-
saw that.
Yeah, I saw that.
So to me, that is just Jack tweeting at Halo and Halo tweeting back because he's a big streamer, and that's how the internet works.
I don't know. I also- Sorry, go ahead.
so many people read into that and said, "Infinite BR confirmed,"
No.
and I'm just
Not
like,
at all.
wait, hold up.
Reading way too far into it.
I don't know.
He
I
talks
mean,
about Halo all the time.
I know he's a big proponent of Halo. Like he's always talked about like that's where
Him,
he
Nick
first got
Merckx
into
always.
competitive.
Yeah, Nick Merckx always talks about it. Dr. Disrespect, like they all
Here's
Because
my thing.
everyone
about Halo
started
all the time.
watching Halo.
I'm-
Halo was the first
I'm-
big esport people watched.
This is going to sound really horrible of me to say, and I apologize. But I hope that whenever Infinite does come out, that 343 will still support their grassroots people because I don't want them to just abandon them. All these content creators who have stuck around with Halo when it hasn't been the most popular game, and then just abandon them for Courage and Doctor Disrespect and all these people and blah blah blah.
Oh
blah.
yeah. Well, if they do, they'll get a mouthful from the community.
Yeah.
I would say there's nothing wrong with you saying that. That is 100%.
Because like,
think-
and
I
I
think if
don't
anything-
mean like, oh, they don't care about Halo, because I'm sure they do, but at the same time, they're not. Like, I don't know, they don't watch it, and I don't watch it now, but
I think
you know
what we're
what I'm
just gonna see is like you say you don't watch. Have you seen they do like the big team battle play dates?
yeah, I've seen that. I've
You're
seen the
gonna
tweets
have
on it and
that
stuff.
with grassroots, the current grassroots people playing on Courage's team.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I think they need to integrate like the big streamers with the people that have stuck around, like you said.
Right. That's
Like,
right. Yeah.
that's- yeah. I think that's what they need to do. Hershey, what are you doing? Sorry, he's being a hooligan. No, I don't know. I don't know why everyone thought that about that tweet. That tweet to me was nothing. Like it's
Yeah. I
We'll
don't
find out in
get
3
any
weeks.
of that from that tweet at all.
People read
I think
somebody-
it's people who are fans of Courage and not fans of Halo and don't get the "we'll wake you when we need you."
Campaign
Yeah,
reference.
They're just like,
it's
oh,
from the game. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
freaking line.
I feel
from
like the
game.
people don't
Yeah.
know that's what it's from, and then that's why they're just like, oh my god, they're gonna
Fake
need them
Halo
for
fans.
VR.
You'll know it's from the campaign.
Yeah, it's just a clever one-liner.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, there's also the. Did we talk about the Puckett thing last week?
What's that?
Oh no, we did not.
So Chris Puckett's mom is about to undergo
Oh,
treatment
yeah.
for stage 4 cancer.
Yeah,
So
this.
when they were at the hospital, she asked Puckett, "Can you host another charity tournament for my cancer research? Because I like to watch them play Halo." So he added Adam and Sundance and the Esports Engine MLG guys. And Adam came back and said, "We're gonna plan the biggest Halo event we've ever done."
yeah. He said
So
that they were
the
gonna
stage
start doing that on Monday, which
Yeah,
now it's Wednesday.
and that was and hundreds of people said they want
Tons,
to be
yeah.
involved. I'm just excited because like I know like Miles Ross, he used to compete in Halo and he casted a little bit, but like him, Bryce, like a lot of people from other esports all said,
Yeah,
"Hey, let me in on it." So I just am excited to see other people
yeah.
get involved with Halo.
Lots and lots of fucking like different organizations and companies and influencers and content creators were all like
Placer
chiming in
said,
on
"I'll
this.
get a COD team together."
Yeah, like
Hitch got
it was
involved.
it was really cool. It was
Richard
really
Lewis. I mean,
cool. Yeah,
there's a lot of huge names in here.
Because Puckett he's like a godfather of Halo, but
yeah.
everybody in esports knows who he is. He's
He's a household
everywhere.
name. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. That's gonna be
I want
sweet.
my mom to
Did
watch
you
that
guys?
stream.
Did I? My memory is terrible, but did we talk about the Clayster and Pistola conversation on Twitter, where he said in like 2 years he wants to be on a Halo team?
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Did we?
I think we covered it a little bit.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we talked about that.
My memory is terrible.
No,
Those
yeah,
are
we
all
talked
good.
about
Apparently,
it.
yours better than Bash.
Yeah, I don't remember talking about that, but that's.
Yeah, I guess
I'll
it's
say
true.
this: I feel like recently we've seen a lot more interaction between like Call of Duty and Halo players than we usually do,
Mhm.
and I
Because
like.
they all played Halo.
Yeah.
Like I
for
remember
sure.
when Call of Duty, when the World League was happening, they were on their break, and Clayster and Kenny, they were all playing Halo 5.
Mm-hmm.
And Formal like grinded until he got Champ 1, and then he hit it. Which is, Champ 1 is the best rank you can get in ranked Halo. And with Clayster was nasty, and Kenny was nasty too.
Clayster's been streaming Reach as well. Like he was streaming Reach custom games like a few weeks ago even.
Yeah, I saw that. He tweeted about that.
And everyone in his chat's like,
Yeah, and then
this?
every once in a while,
like,
you'll see Courage, Nick Merckx, and Cloaksy playing Halo 3.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah, they jump in it every once in a while.
That's pretty sweet.
Everybody loves Halo, and the fact that MCC is on PC now, everyone goes back and is playing it.
Mm-hmm.
And the customization items now, they've made that game so good now.
And it's cross-plat now.
Yeah, it's cross-platform. But today I did have my first cheater, so that sucked.
Yeah, I saw you tweet about that.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah, I'm happy that on console too that you can change your field of view, which is nice.
Yeah, they really put a ton into that game, which makes me very hopeful for Infinite.
I'm excited, man. We got like 3 weeks left till we see something about it.
I was about to say, E3 is coming up very soon. We're a week closer to
E3.
in June. I cannot wait. Do we know exactly when that is? Is that the 15th?
It's like June 12th through the 15th, or is it? But then also there's also June 10th where they're doing Summer Gaming Fest.
Okay.
Which is like before E3.
We won't see it until E3.
No.
Yeah.
E3 is June 12th to June 15th.
And the Xbox conference is probably like the 15th, the last day. Maybe.
Let's see.
We should all watch it while in Discord, and I'll stream it.
Oh,
we talked about that. Maddie doesn't want to.
I'm not gonna.
He's gonna be a freaking.
He doesn't want to be a
hermit.
YouTube thumbnail.
No, it's just like when I watch movies, I don't like people talking or anything like that.
You want to hear what's going on? I get that.
Yeah, and I pay attention to like the trailers.
No,
honestly, I kind of am with you.
Yeah, I get it.
But
the day of the Xbox One, like I'm taking off of work. I just won't be talking to anybody.
I just like
attendance.
like the Halo. I think it was the Halo 5 teaser. Do you guys remember watching that? Or even
In the
like the
desert,
Infinite one.
the one with
Yeah,
the
the one in
desert.
the desert, or like even in the Infinite one. It starts out and you're just like, oh, this looks really cool. What is it? And then it hits that like piano chord, and it's
Yeah,
Master
you
see
Chief's
his
helmet,
helmet.
and you're just like, oh, it's Halo.
Dun, dun, dun,
And the fact that
dun,
like
dun.
now that everything's opening back up, that there's going to be a crowd there when that music hits, or when they see
Yes.
Chief or hear Cortana's voice, everyone's going to go
Yes.
nuts.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
And that
it's gonna be like
Yeah,
a
I'm
standing
excited.
ovation.
like with the Halo 5 one, I remember. I think the moment where you kind of knew it was Master Chief was like you saw his hand holding the dog tags that had like Cortana's chip on it,
Yeah,
and that's when you're like, oh, and then the hood blows off and it's Master Chief, and you're like, it's Halo.
he never wears that
I'm
freaking.
actually getting
that
Yeah,
goosebumps.
robe, though,
yeah,
about
and he
it.
never ever
I
had that
know.
on.
Dude,
The
they should make
marketing
that
for
a
that game
skin
was
in
so
Infinite.
bad.
Yeah, the marketing for that game was awful.
It was supposed to be Locke versus Chief like the whole time.
It was
and
a whole other game, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly,
honestly, the campaign of that game was pretty weak,
It was, it was bad.
nah, it sucked.
but you know, they can fix it.
But they know that people didn't like it, so I really think
Make it
they
to
learned
good.
from their mistakes. It's just implementing it,
Yeah,
How do you guys feel? Snakebite was talking about this. How would you guys feel about them announcing the game and announcing a different developer is producing the BR and it's going to come out separate from Infinite? It's going to come out later, and that way you know Infinite is focused solely on by 343. That's all they have to worry about. There's not going to be anything taken away like everyone's worried about, which I personally don't feel is going to
I
happen.
don't feel like they'd take anything away from it.
Hershey.
That's one of the big things people will say. Don't make a BR because they want Infinite itself to be as good as possible. That's one of people's arguments.
Yeah.
My thinking on that is like if they're making a whole different org and everything is making the BR, are they gonna make it a separate game in and of itself and make you pay for it again?
I'm
Or is
sure
it
it
that
would
they're
be
I
gonna-
think it would be free to play.
Halo
I was gonna
multiplayer
say-
is going to be free.
it'll be like Warzone.
I didn't.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it would be just like Warzone and Apex.
Because who
Gotcha.
makes does Raven make Warzone?
Yeah,
Is that who actually is
know.
like the main?
I think it's Raven and
I can't remember
Activision.
exactly. I think Raven works on it for sure. But like I know like Treyarch's
Yeah.
not like the main force
Yeah,
behind
Raven
it.
and Infinity Ward.
Okay.
That's one.
So
Infinity
yeah,
Ward.
like this year like Black Ops or like Treyarch hasn't had to focus on Warzone outside of like making their weapons available for it. But
I mean, I wouldn't care as long as the developer just does it right.
I just want a Halo campaign, but before I play that Halo campaign, I'm gonna have to play all the other ones again.
Oh yeah, that's like a
feel
staple.
you on
Is
that.
to run through them.
Which I probably will be streaming that. So Twitch TV.Mr. Turwood. Mr. Durwood, I can't talk.
Dash.
Mr.
Dash.
Turwood.
Slash
Twitch.tv
dash.
Mr.
Mr. Durwood on Twitch.
Murderwood on Call of Duty.
Murder
But yeah,
Wood on
I
Call of
wouldn't
Duty.
care. But the thing is, who would make the BR?
That's a good point. Bungie, you know what?
The community.
Just everyone in Forge mode. They just
Yep.
release Forge mode as a
Just all
as a
Forge
standalone
maps.
game.
Well, they did say when they made the comment that the only BR in Halo is the battle rifle. They did
Yeah.
say that.
She say Halo and BR. That
They
was my
said
first thought.
if people want a battle royale, they can make it themselves. And someone did that in Forge. It's not like exactly the same, but
I've played on that map. It's kind of fun.
yeah. So if Infinite's Forge
Just
is even
co-ed.
bigger and better since it's open, it's open world. We don't know what the Forge is going to be. You might be able to make a BR, and if some there's communities like Forge World that are all just Forge people.
I can't
If
wait
one
to
of them
drop
makes a
in
good BR, then
to somebody's Forged BR and Arbiter's cranking 90s on me. That's gonna be awesome.
I can just see you like coming in out of like space in one of those pods and just hitting the ground and deploying and ready for.
Oh yeah, no, that's
mean,
that's the one thing. It's like that's how you're dropping in. I don't think you should drop in as a Spartan.
If they make a Halo BR and you don't drop in a drop pod, I'm not playing it.
Yeah.
If I don't get to see that cinematic every time I play it, it's like, yeah, it's
But
not fun.
I don't think you should drop in as a Spartan. I think you should drop in as an ODST.
Yeah, I was
and you
gonna say
can and you
ODST
can
or
upgrade your armor
yeah.
to like Mjolnir armor
Spartan.
and Spartan armor.
That'd be sweet.
That's what I would do. This
You
way
run
you
around
don't
as
have
Sergeant
like
Johnson.
Mark 5, Mark 6.
yeah.
No, that's actually sweet. Oh gosh, dude, like at this
Sorry.
point, if they don't do it, like, what are they doing?
Literally.
It all
BRs are the
depends.
big-
If
BRs
Halo
are the big
Infinite,
thing.
if Infinite is amazing and multiplayer is amazing, then I really don't see what's the
Who
point.
cares? Yeah.
If it's that good, then okay, whatever.
It's true, but at the same time, like, how many multiplayer games right now that are strictly multiplayer are huge? Valorant.
No, I know.
Valorant's
Trust me,
still
Valorant.
new.
I get the appeal to it, and I would love a Halo BR. I think it's made. The story is like it's made. A BR could be made out of Halo. There's so much to pull from.
Easily.
Halo's the easiest.
But there's
BR
also
to
other
make.
things like Halo could and I think should do, and a few people have talked about it, like a horror, almost like a horror survival game with the
Oh,
flood.
the flood.
Like
Oh,
that would
That'd be
be
sweet.
awesome.
It's
and
also
do
known as
another-
the
like an-
library on Halo CE.
Yeah, but like another spin-off game like ODST. ODST was one of the best campaigns in
Make
the
'em.
Halo franchise.
Make them. Make all of it.
What,
I want
mean,
all of it.
there's tons of things they can and should do, but take its
It's-
resources.
It's
whether or not
just
they do it, we don't know. We'll just have to see when E3 hits.
the replayability of BR. No two BR games are going to be the exact same. And you look at a game like Warzone. Warzone is a pretty good BR. It's a pretty
I
polished
actually
game. There's
dislike
a
it.
lot of cheaters, which is an issue.
Get that negativity out of here, man.
But-
Give me David agrees with me. Give me Apex over Warzone any day.
No, I actually do agree.
See, I think I would like Apex if I would
I
have
just need
actually
to
stuck
keep-
it out
I
and
need
learned how to play it
Yeah, I need to go back and play it. But
because I never was good
you
at
look, I mean, you look at a game like Warzone, and nobody watches Call of Duty outside of the CDL to watch Call of Duty. They watch it to watch Warzone, to watch the people that are playing it. I just think to get more people into Halo, you're gonna have to have something to draw them in that's not just a multiplayer.
But if multiplayer is fun and the say their big team battle or their Warzone, like in Halo 5, is upgraded or whatever, and say it's fun, you won't need a BR to draw more people because they can just play the other modes.
I think you will though, because I don't think they'll try those other modes, because they'll see Halo.
VR is the
multiplayer,
big selling
we've
point
played
for
this
non-Halo
15, 20
people.
years. I think the
Right, but
VR is what draws.
If you
them.
have Nick Merckx and Courage and all them, they're all playing Halo, and they go, "This is fun as hell." Now all their kids, who are probably BR kids, are going to go play Halo.
Yeah, all of the people
And
that
if it's
watch them are,
if it's fun, they'll stick around. They'll stick and play it.
I think they will. I don't think you're wrong. I just think a BR would like maximize that.
They're
Oh
gonna
no,
get shit on.
trust me, I agree too. But
And at this
if-
point, that's
if
what you
it's-
want.
if the game is good and is amazing, I don't think you need the BR.
like
I
ever
don't think
since
I don't think you need to dump that much into it to get that much more if it's good from the get go.
ever since Fortnite became huge, the entire gaming industry has basically been about BRs. Fortnite is what made
Yeah, 'cause
BRs
it's a cash grab.
huge. But is Halo Infinite going to be that game that makes BRs obsolete?
That's what we have to wait and see.
Yeah, that's what I am excited to see. I'm not saying I don't like BRs. I love BRs. They're fun. That's pizza.
David has pizza.
What is the? Show me the bottom of that again.
Is it diamond plated?
Yeah, what was this?
Homie got that pizza crust camo, dog.
What's the grid on there?
It's got the Black Ops
Yo,
2.
is that Domino's, David?
You're muted, David.
It's a cheese pizza.
It's a place
There's
called
no-
Empire.
There's no such thing as a cheese pizza. All
Homie's
pizza
eating
is
an
cheese.
Empire. Please don't choke on it. Because they suck.
There's no cheese pizza, Darren.
There is
What do you
cheese
mean there's no
pizza.
cheese pizza.
All pizzas has cheese on it.
That's not true.
All right, why don't you go argue with every single pizza place
Pizza-
that's ever existed, Maddie?
It's
I don't
come to where pizza's good and ask for a cheese pizza.
Go write a
Go talk-
blog about it.
Go talk to a vegan.
Our friend Brozel got.
Still has cheese.
I went to Old Chicago with him, and he got a pizza that was dairy free and gluten free. It was
So
just
it's
meat.
basically just tomato sauce in a bowl.
So then it's not really a pizza. They're just calling it a pizza.
I
It was
love
still
Old
pizza.
Chicago.
Dude, Old Chicago is actually like kind of good.
Deep dish is nasty. It's so good.
I don't
Nasty
think,
as in good.
I don't think I'm about a deep dish, but
I went and it was really good. But a
No, I
cheese
did
pizza is a plain pie.
All right,
Yes,
everyone,
dude.
load up in a plane. We're gonna go see Maddie and figure out what cheese pizza is not, and figure out what good pizza is.
Come on over.
He's buying the
Bro,
plane
let's
tickets.
go.
I will
Let's
buy.
just
I will buy
go to
every
all the
pie.
pizza places.
We'll be just sitting there
we'll
with
load up
18
one
pizzas.
bite. We'll load up one bite and we'll go to all the places because some of the best reviews he's given were here.
It's true. I actually, that's like, I don't like him hardly at all, but I do watch a lot of his pizza reviews.
They
One
pop
of his
up on my
best
Facebook, and I
reviews
just
is
don't watch
literally
them.
20 minutes from my house.
So how often do you eat that? Like every other day, or?
No, but I've been there before.
I had it one time.
No, I need to.
But yeah, here
Y'all got me
a
hungry
cheese
for
pizza is a plain a
Same.
plain pie. We call pizzas pies. So
It's a
So what do you
pizza
call
pie.
pie?
it's also a pie. But when you go into a pizzeria and you say, give me a plain pie or a plain slice, you're getting just a cheese
That makes sense to me.
slice.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying. It's not cheese, it's plain.
it's
Because
also
all
cheese.
pizza has cheese. All pizza has cheese. You can have extra cheese.
Yes, please.
Yeah. That's a topping. Extra
This has
cheese is a
gone-
topping.
Can I
This has
get
gone
can I get
off
an
the rails.
extra plain pizza?
David had to bring his pizza in here, and he hasn't even said a word, and we're all just
It's his fault, and he's not even
Yeah.
talking.
conversation.
We're going to
turned way
Jersey.
cheesy.
Whenever I
We're
get
going to Jersey at some
Domino's,
point.
I ask for extra sauce.
Their sauce, I think,
I
is
asked for
almost
no
it almost
sauce.
gives me heartburn. Almost.
It
Tomato
gives me
sauce gives me
heartburn,
heartburn.
but it's like I enjoy the pain.
If I order Domino's, I get the pan pizza.
Mm.
I haven't ordered pizza in a long time.
I think the last time we ordered pizza was Casey's, and it was actually pretty good.
Casey's breakfast pizza is the best thing on the planet.
They have a new breakfast pizza.
I have not seen that.
It's the ultimate breakfast pizza. It's got
Oh, well then.
ham, bacon, sausage, peppers, onions on it.
So you're saying I'm gonna get it tomorrow morning and
good.
try it.
That's another thing. When you guys come, you got to have yourselves a pork roll, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Oh, what's a huh?
Yeah, you'll see when you get here.
Whatever you say is good, we're probably gonna eat. So
That, and there's also it's called a belly buster.
and then when you come to Kansas City, we're gonna get barbecue, and that's gonna be the end of it.
Yes.
Literally, Maddie, all I
I'm all
eat is
for it.
chicken tenders, bro.
I know.
We'll sell chicken tenders.
I know that.
like
Yeah, I know you're very plain with your food.
So when we go somewhere, yeah, they have to have chicken tenders.
Everywhere has chicken tenders. That's like a staple.
Not everywhere.
Lots of places do. You can get chicken
And he
tenders
put-
at like Mexican restaurants around here.
He put his Yelp review in
Mhm.
for the places that don't.
This place sucks. They don't have chicken tenders. Sir, this is Baskin Robbins.
I had to drink water.
this
I
is
couldn't eat
Krispy
with my
Kreme?
friends.
All right, I think we're.
I think we should
We've-
probably end it here.
We've gotten
We
off
have-
the rails.
No.
We've gone off the rails. But
Who doesn't love a podcast about pizza?
make sure you make your predictions for the All-Star matchups. And yeah, I think it'll be fun to watch. And thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Thanks,
Stay
guys.
classy, San Diego.